I'm Hannah.
And I'm Henry.
And we are the things that Rue made out of
I felt. So are all these things.
So Rue's been needle felting.
And I stabbed myself.
And this one's my favorite little kitty.
This one's my favorite little hamster. I didn't even watch a tutorial on him. Okay, so this one I read instructions. This is Jake. I didn't read a tutorial on. These four here I didn't read tutorials on. These two I did. I read something and I watched how to make that. Because the instructions for this one was in Japanese, so I didn't read
Japanese. And it seems we always have to have something named Hannah. Let's just give a shout out to our friend Hannah in Maryland, whom we love. And how many pets have we named? How many Hannahs and Kyles have we had?
We've had one Kyle.
Just one Kyle?
No, two Kyles, right?
So we've had Hannah the frog. No, what was the name? Okay, our first tiny little girl frog was Kyle, right?
No, I thought it was Fred.
It was Kyle. I feel like.
I know it was Kyle. She's not freaking up now.
No, I'm confused.
It was Kyle and Kyle. It was Kyle and Kyle and Hannah.
And then we had the bullfrogs.
Quick again. Hey, we said different colors today.
Then we had the bullfrogs, Hannah and Kyle. And then what else did we name Hannah?
I have that Hannah, and then I also have one of my little figurine dogs named Hannah. Get down, dog!
So anyway, we'll give you a closer look at Rue's needle felting creations
I'll do
from
a stop motion.
From the last couple days at the end. Or the beginning, I don't know, we haven't decided.
I made half of this one.
Rachel.
So yesterday I made all these. So these, I made half of Jake on Wednesday, and the other half on Thursday, and I made that one all on Wednesday,
Rachel.
And these all on Thursday, and the cat. And they took longer because I watched them, and it took longer because I tried harder. I made this one for Mom, the cat for Mom, I made this for myself, this for Mom, this for myself, this for myself. So, I don't know.
So, if you're new to this series and channel, I'm Fitty, a.k.a. Karen. That's Rue, a.k.a. Eleanor. And we've been going through this book.
Karen's so common.
I know. You've been going through Create this book, too.
Eleanor's exotic.
Made by, I don't know who, but created by Mariah Elizabeth.
Created by, you mean the best
Rachel.
YouTuber in the world who does the best stuff.
Rachel.
Well, the best, craft YouTuber.
She's quite entertaining.
She does funny things with her cat.
Hey, Rach.
Everybody knows who she is. All my friends do.
Dog. Rachel.
I'm Rachel, and that's true. And I don't like my family. That's true, too.
This is episode
12 or 13?
13, I think.
We've been going
Episode
strong.
13.
Strong. We've been going strong. Do you know what that means? On to the process. Yes! On to the process. Yes! I got signed by my daddy. Yeah. Hello. So this week it was create an activity, and so I'm doing the activity I do every Friday and Tuesday. which is dance. So that's me at the recital with all my dance costumes. On the right was like not too long ago, and on the left side it was like 3 years ago. And the one they're cutting up now was 2 years ago at the Christmas show. And I'm basically just cutting up pictures to put them in the book. And yeah, and that one I'm cutting up now is from last year. That one is me and my dance teacher from last year. Those are two of the same pictures that I wanted to put together to make like an inception thingy. That I just got that because that was my tester page for ballet shoes. So I wanted to draw ballet shoes on the book because I do ballet and other stuff. So it's really cool because I did 2 pairs, but like from different people. So you'll see. But I redo the ballet shoes in a gel pen. So in this book, this part of the book will not want to stay open. So yeah, it closes by itself. So it was really hard to do this page because it kept wanting to close. So, but it was in my second pair of ballet shoes. I'm gonna draw with a darker skin tone to make it look like 2 different people. So, yeah, it's like in a classroom and they're all doing the same thing. But I'm gonna glue that in over my ballet shoes, and I'm just rearranging them. Sorry, I'm out of the frame, but just arranging them in the right spots that I want to, and basically just a scrapbook. So yeah, those 3 pictures there at the bottom were all the same day and all like the same time. So yeah, that one I just put in was me and my teacher, and then that one where I'm looking into a mirror is at the Christmas show. That one with the hip hop outfits with last year. The one right under it is from last year. Gone way better at me, heel stretch. But yeah, the one on top is me and my friend, and they're all me. But yeah, I was thinking which ballet shoe looked better with which shade of, so I did each ballet shoe in a different shade, and I did each ballet pair in a different shade on my book. But yeah, you can see my foot on the top one, like the top one on the right side. Not the very top one, but like my foot's up in the air on the wall. But that's, that's my friend and me, and yeah, almost done. Just have to do the washi tape because it looks kind of empty in certain spots. But yeah, so it was really empty, and Mom's like, "You should do washi tape," and I'm like, "Sure," and I'm like, "Where is it?" She's like, "In the craft room," and I'm like, "I'm not getting it." And then I was like, "It's buried under so much stuff," and then I had to go get it, which is really hard because it was buried under like all the sewing stuff. But I got it, and yeah.
Okay, it's Fitty's turn, and here is my Create This Book, and I'm going to tell you about the page I did this week, which was to create activity. And yeah, Rachel chewed that pencil, so my perfect pencil set is now marred. But anyway, I could probably chop it and sharpen a smaller piece of it. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my blue nail polish either, but Rue said it was okay. So she wore the nail polish that I usually wear, which is like pink, because I only wear like one of 2 or 3 colors, which is pink, like rose, and like that champagne color. because I'm an old lady now, so, you know, only certain colors work. And I was looking in our nail polish box, and I saw this dark blue, and I was like, could I pull this off? Probably not, but I was too lazy to take it off and start over, so. But anyway, what am I talking about? This isn't about nail polish, it's about activity. And one of my favorite activities is sewing, so I decided to highlight that on my page this week. I have a lot of favorite activities actually, but sometimes there's just not enough time to fit them all in, so at least I can get some drawing and painting in every week because Rue and I started doing this, so at least that lets me kind of do a little drawing each week. So that's been fun. So yeah, sewing machine. I'm not really drawing any sewing machine in particular. It probably looks like mine a little bit because I look at mine every day. And I probably should have looked at a picture of it, but I figure it doesn't really matter. You know, this is my interpretation of a sewing machine. So yeah, if you're curious, I like Genomes. I have a Genome right now. It is like not even an expensive machine, and it works so well. I do a lot of sewing, like a lot of sewing. So I feel like I've had singers before and they have conked out after a few random projects. But now I do sewing as one of my side jobs. So this machine gets a lot of use and I've never had any problems with it. So Rue's machine is also Genome. It's one of the Hello Kitty ones, super cute. And I actually used to use that one because my singer broke. But now my sister gave me this other one, so I've been using this. But yeah, Genome, love them. So if you're someone that's interested in sewing, if you're a beginner, I would suggest even getting one of the cheaper Genomes because I don't think you'll be disappointed. Not that I've tried every single model from them, but I've tried a few and they're very user-friendly. They're like workhorses. Never had any problems. So I have I guess this one that I have, I think she got from Zulily, so it was Zulily, so it was discounted. So maybe it's like one of their middle to low models in the line. And then, sorry for that cheeky camera, I don't even know. I must have been hitting the stand. And then Rue's machine, the Hello Kitty, is one of their lower models, so, and that works really well. So I would suggest if you're a beginner sewer, do not get one of those little sewing machines that are marketed as beginner sewing machines, like those little ones that almost look like a toy, but they're supposed to be like learn to sew. You know, don't do it. It's just they're so frustrating, and we've gotten them as gifts, and you know they're super cute, and I appreciate the thought, but they're just a waste of money. Like I am mad when companies make products like that because they know people are going to buy it because it's super cheap, and when you start sewing you don't want to spend all this money on a machine until you know what you're doing, and you think that this little machine is going to teach you, and it's just not. What am I talking about? I'm like getting off on a sewing machine tangent. But anyway, my sewing machine is not pink, but I just decided to grab my acrylic inks and color this in because I just like the way it looks. It kind of gives it like a watercolor kind of look, but like more pigment. So yeah, I wasn't using them for a few weeks, and then I used them a little last week, and then I pulled them out again this week because I'm like, these are just the best way to color in this stuff. yeah, so my sewing machine is white. So I thought that was kind of boring. So I made this one pink with some little blue. And it does have a little digital screen. It's not one of those fancy ones with like all the bells and whistles. It's just your basic sewing machine. So it has basic stitches, you know, straight, zigzag, blah blah blah, buttons, no embroidery, no letters or anything. So I think I'm done painting the sewing machine, and I decided, because besides what I sew for work, 99% of the projects I make are for my daughter, because she always gives me a huge to-do list of things she wants me to sew for her. And she is she is learning to sew, but it's been hard to find time to like teach her lately. So we're working on that, though. We're gonna really try to plan out our lives a little better and try to make time for all those little things, even if it's just once a month or so. So anyway, we might start like a new kind of series just about planning and stuff like that, just about life in general. You know, homeschool, stuff like that. Some of you already know that we homeschool, but I get a lot of questions like, what does it look like? How do you do it? Like, how? What do you mean? But I feel like homeschool is so popular now. I mean, popular is probably not the right word, but I think a lot of people are making the decision to homeschool lately for various reasons. But yeah, so I decided to print out mostly stuff I've made for my daughter, which is mostly Christmas dresses, Halloween costumes, those dolls right there. She has a collection of those dolls that she kind of designed, and then they've kind of evolved over time. And the latest one we've made, which I don't have a picture of here, we actually made a unicorn version. We call them our Fitty dolls. But I have to say, I think my favorite dress I've made for my daughter is that top one, that blue and white one on the left. That was one of her Christmas dresses, and that is my favorite dress I've ever made for her. And also, like, that's Sophia the First. I don't know how old she was. Maybe 4. Sophia the First, that was an involved dress as well. That took a lot of kind of brainstorming to figure out how to make, and to make it poofy, and lots of tulle under there. And it actually was 2 pieces. And then the only, like, the most involved Halloween costume I've ever made for myself is that Queen of Hearts dress up on the top right. We did an Alice in Wonderland theme one year. So that dress was pretty involved too. And I was trying to go off of the cartoon version, the Disney version. Well, I guess they're both Disney versions. So I wanted to look like that chubby cartoon lady. So that came out pretty good. And then one year she was Fiona. One year we did an Adventure Time theme. So that's actually my mom in the middle there. My mom was the Ice Queen, and my husband was a Banana Guard, and Rue was Fiona. I was Marceline, but I really didn't make anything for that costume. So, yeah, the Ice Queen dress was pretty crazy too. I said that already. And, sorry, Rue's whispering things to me as I'm talking here, so if I don't answer her, she'll just keep whispering. And yeah, so that's it. Here.
So it's. Mom, you're supposed to join in at the second one. And the last one is a play.
I messed up again.
It's fine.
Where's the dog?
My bad.